Hey guys, this is Glorious Fruit. I'm here to review the latest two episodes of Velma, and I didn't want to review it just because I don't find any love for it, and there's no fun in making this video. But episode 6, that really drew the last straw for me because they do Scooby wrong in episode 6, and it pisses me off. I mean, it didn't like really like I want to rip my shirt off and be like punching my old monitor, but no, it's just no, they did Scooby wrong. Like everybody's childhood cartoon dog did it wrong. But before I can get to it, let's review episode 5 from because you got to get to episode 6. No, just a little bit of episode 5, which is pointless kind of a way. Episode 5, Velma's still trying to look for her mom. The only thing she has is that the last place her mom was been was around Fred's house. Fred doesn't know what happened. Eventually Velma finds out that there was the last owners of the house was some bad scientists, but we'll get to that in that moment. Daphne's still trying to look for her real parents. She ended up finding some clues by picking up the courage and going to the crystal cave, and there's these two figures that tell her to Google search about this incident that happened way back then when the crystal cave was popular. And so she did. She found out a picture of her when she was a child and with the same blanket or whatever. It's not so important, but basically she finds out her foster brothers lied to her about how they adopted her. And so she finds out that her parents were criminals. One of them you meet early on when Norville pretty much accidentally catches him, where Fred meets him in prison. But you meet the mom the first time, I believe. I don't know if she was seen in any other episodes. And so that happens towards the end of episode 5. Before that, you just get a lot of the same thing. Velma being a total douche. There's also this whole curfew thing that no teenagers are allowed to be out at night just because the whole guarding the 5 hottest girls didn't work out. And I don't know if that was a change up from the script, just so the slow down the cringe, I don't know, or they just kept it. It was already set in motion. Gosh, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, Norville ends up having a girlfriend, which is just as bad as Velma. So yeah, he just becomes a pushover, or I don't know what's the right word right now. I'm just furious about episode 6 at the moment. And yeah, and so Velma decides to have a marching band sleepover just so she can convince Norville to help her find her mom. Okay, so this is like to rip him away from his girlfriend, and then eventually they have these cringe competition, the flute competition, where they're both terrible at. Fred tries to do a lot of favors for Velma. Basically, he's trying to replace himself from Norville. Eventually, Norville's girlfriend Gigi, Velma, and Fred go to they break curfew. They steal Daphne's stealing Daphne's mom's police vehicle. Basically going to where Velma's stepmom's restaurant, take some food and go. And so on. And I'm gonna have the clips on the side as I'm talking.
Me? But I do everything around here.
But yeah, that's all episode 5. The only good part is that Velma pretty much get hit by a police vehicle by the sheriff. That's the only justice we see in the show.
Don't worry, you guys head home. I'll distract Sheriff Cockburn.
But Velma, you could go to jail. You'd hate it. They spend an hour outdoors every day.
It's only for one night. And you do it for me.
Wow. Thanks.
Just get out of here before I change my mind. Wait, I changed my mind. Now I changed it back. Go quick.
Hey! Hey, you there!
Hey, Cockburn. I'm out past curfew, and I think the movie Serpico is boring. What are you gonna do about that?
All right, let's move on with episode 6, the pain of the episode. And so before officially starting on it, like I said, we should cover, which really doesn't really matter. So after Velma gets hit by the vehicle in episode 5, she goes inside in the back of the vehicle because she was caught past the curfew. She ends up taking up pictures of Normville's parents. They were cosplaying, and so, and just to shut her up, the next episode, the principal in the room with mom explains that the mad scientist that was the owner of the home where now Fred and his parents live was the principal's mom. That was the mad scientist, conducted experiments, like the psychological experiments. And it turns out from the whole trying to get hippies to stop being hippies and mind control them to be whatever they're supposed to be, military, whatever, whatnot. And then the most painful part is when she got to the whole point is that
He called the program the Special Covert Operations Brain Initiative, or Scooby. Scooby? And wait, what did Scooby...
I can't even do it. No. Okay, the whole point is that the whole idea where some general where it's supposed to swap a soldier's brain into the hippie brain and called it Scooby, Special Covert Operation. I can't finish it. I can't. I just can't. It's just a punch to the gut. Like, why? Why would you do this? And so Velma has her father issues and whatnot. Eventually, she overcomes her hallucinations. The father actually believes her that he was kidnapped. They find a piece of paper of Velma's mom's handwriting, and towards the end of the episode, Daphne, spends some time with her parents, and then they eventually get caught. And Daphne's mom escapes, though, because the bats appeared, and I guess there's a possible chance that Daphne's mom is dead because she ended up meeting up with the killer. The plot moves along in episode 6. It's 5 and 6. And at that point, it's just like, I mean, like, yeah, I guess I could see the whole twist of it, but it's kind of, I feel like they should have just cut it down a little quicker, where there should be like maybe 3 to 4 episodes to get to that point. Like, the series should be much shorter. Like, maybe you could have finished in 8 episodes. And I still can't believe they're cleared for a season 2, which I feel like they could. I don't know. I don't want to think about how maybe there will be a Scooby-Doo dog, where this is a whole point where, like, finding out why, like, how Scooby talks, and I hope they don't go with that. But I think the show confirmed that there is a Scooby-Doo. I don't know. It's just like, no, it's worse. There's a lot I didn't mention. I just wanted to cover the part where Scooby was done dirty, and I just can't. This show is terrible now. No, it's been terrible. I don't know why I'm saying it's terrible now. It's been terrible. It's the only reason why I have not made any reviews with episodes 1 through 4. But like 6 really took the cake for me to actually motivate me to make this video. It pisses me off. If you want to watch a good Scooby-Doo show where there's plot, where you actually see Scooby-Doo and some good stuff, I suggest looking up Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. It's also an HBO. I believe it's 2 seasons, and it's way more entertaining than Velma. You know, The Last of Us picked a perfect moment to air the same week as Velma because they look way more better than Velma. Even without Velma, it would still be a good show, but it just looks way more better. And I don't know where the show is going anymore. I didn't even know where it was going since episode 1. But yeah, that's my take on it. Let me know, you guys, in the comments, what you feel about Scooby. I'm actually curious to know, like, how you guys feel. And well, all right, guys. I don't believe you guys if you don't leave a like on this video, but if you do, I really appreciate it. It'll help my channel grow, and don't forget to subscribe. You know, and don't miss out any other videos I'll make. Also, my stream that I'll be definitely streaming Dead Space coming out tomorrow. I'm excited for that. Wash my eyes and my brain off of this terrible show. And I'll see you guys next time.
I'm simping for myself.